Drop it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, how are you today? Let me introduce myself. I am ALVINA PUTRI. I am a student of SMPN Jatirogo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this occasion, I would like to tell you about the legend of Mbah Punjul. Do you know Mbah Punjul? Have you heard about him? Of course, you don't know him and you will be curious. This legend is from Jatirogo, exactly in Ngepon village. Okay, don't take too long time. Let me tell you this story and don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time in the Kingdom of Demak, there was a man named Abdul Rokhim. He was a student of Sunan Bonang. As we know, Sunan Bonang is one of the famous Wali Songo. One day, the King of Demak Kingdom, Raden Patah, wanted to build a big mosque. So, he invited all of Wali Songo to do something in order to run this project successfully. You know, the meeting was led by Sunan Bonang. He divided the duties of his responsibility. Unfortunately, Sunan Ampel could join in this important meeting. After meeting, Sunan Bonang ordered Abdul Rokhim to go to Surabaya to face Sunan Ampel. Rokhim, I will send you to Surabaya right now to face Sunan Ampel. Tell him that we need some wood made for the construction of a mosque in Demak at the wish of Raden Patah. Asked Sunan Bonang. All right, with pleasure I am going to Surabaya soon, replied Rokhim. One day, after days and days on the journey, Abdul Rokhim walked through the jungle. You know, the jungle was still dense, very unsafe and there were many bears. Hey, it's really scary. But Alhamdulillah, Abdul Rokhim arrived in Surabaya safely. He met Sunan Ampel. Then, Abdul Rokhim expressed the intent and proposed to Sunan Ampel. Shortly thereafter, Sunan Ampel gave him a bumbung which one end was clogged with palm leaf. You know what is bumbung? Yeah, bumbung in Javanese is a piece of bamboo. Rokhim gave this bumbung to Sunan Bonang. And remember, don't let this bumbung open before it reaches Sunan Bonang or tell Sunan Ampel. Insyaallah, we will guard this matter during the trip to Demak. Sighed Rokhim. Do you want to know the next story? Well, listen to me carefully. On the way to Demak, Abdul Rokhim was filled with astonishment and the donation given by Sunan Ampel. I'm very curious. What is the content of this bumbung? Sighed Rokhim. At that time, Abdul Rokhim arrived in the forest. He got tired. Then, he rested under a shady tree on the hill. The people called the hill Mbah Punjul. Badly, unfortunately, because of the insistent coercing, he finally opened the bamboo leaf. You want to know what will happen after the bumbung open? Yeah, it turns out that the palm leaf covered by the bumbung can change and grow into bogor. Bogor is like palm tree. Wow! Suddenly, when the bumbung opened, came out of several diverse animals, various kinds of insects, tigers, viper, monkeys, snakes, cow that was still tied to statue or crow. When the cow came out, Abdul Rokhim tried to hold back in the bumbung, but his efforts were in vain. The cow still came out and ran. Ya Allah, how can it happen? Please help me to catch them, cried Rokhim. At the time, Abdul Rokhim was very confused and afraid mixed with regret, because he had broken a promise with Sunan Ampel's message. He tried to catch the animal, but always failed. Finally, the animals were cursed to turn to stone. After all the content on the bumung came out, Abdul Rokhim decided to stake the bumung on the Punjul hill and grow into shady bamboo tree. He was not brave to return to Demak because he was afraid if Sunan Bonang being angry with him. Abdul Rokhim was very sorry and sinned, so he knelt on the ground to repent and ask forgiveness from the God. Ya Allah, the great God, please forgive me for my sins. Pegator him. The lantern they occupied was very dusty, so that the whole would become full of dust. In the Javanese language called Ngepon or Ngepon, which means sitting or lying on the ground. So that the village was called Ngepon village. Then he also decided to hide in that place while practicing Islam in the surrounding area, so that his mistakes were forgiven by Allah. That's all about the legend of Mbah Punjul. From this story, we can learn that we must not break our promise because it can hurt ourselves. Thanks for your attention. Hopefully it has entertained you all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.